being extras, Joe Biden.
Uncle
Joe
Joe.
Biden. Joe Biden is really funny.
Hey, that's Uncle Joe to
He's
black
a
people.
To who?
To the black community. That's Uncle Joe.
No, that's pedo Joe. If you ask me, if you look at some of them pictures and hear some of those stories, but Joe Biden was doing an interview with Charlotte Gay, Charlamagne the God, but and I didn't even want to watch the whole interview because it's like I don't care about Joe Biden, I really don't, but I did catch that clip at the very end of the interview when he's telling people who is the black audience, if you have a problem deciding between me and Donald Trump, you're not black. And a lot of people had their feelings about it. I really don't care. But I know what one problem is. It's because I've heard black people say the same thing about if you don't vote for Obama, you're not black. If you vote for Trump, you're not black. And so I'm like, I've heard black people say this. I guess the only problem is it's a white dude saying it. Just like the N-word. You hear the N-word all day long, but when a white person says it, you ready to fight. So I didn't have a problem with what Joe Biden said. Because one, I don't take politicians serious. They number whores and prostitutes. So I don't take a hoe serious. I'm sorry. But I can get why people are feeling a certain type of way. I just don't. Because I don't take him serious. I'm not voting for him. He's very shifty, very old and white. I mean, that's 3 strikes. You're done.
Old and white.
And very weird when it comes to women. If you look at some of those pictures, he's like sniffing people's hair, touching them all inappropriately, and then a woman had came out and said that he had sexually assaulted her, allegedly. But I don't see it for Joe. I really don't. Be honest, I just don't see it for any old white person. And that's all that's running in this election and that what was running the last election. I don't care. I don't care about Joe. But y'all do, because that's the only other option y'all got was Joe since Bernie Sanders had dropped out.
It's a long way. More questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with...
I wanted to play the clip.
Right, yeah, just in case people didn't know. But it's, oh my God. To me, it's funny.
Oh man,
it's like watching reality TV when it comes to some of these politicians.
Hey, that's kind of Charlamagne's fault and our fault too, because we gas him up to make him feel comfortable enough to say things like that. And we made him feel like, because I remember when he was Barack Obama's vice president, we were like, oh yeah, Joe Biden, he's black, he gets the black card, like how we did with Bill Clinton. You know, we called Bill Clinton the first black president.
Yeah.
So it's our fault. You know, we gassed them up to make them feel comfortable enough to say things like that.
Because people just don't know. They just blindly doing stuff, blindly following people. And then when they do something that's against you or that makes you mad, all of a sudden you want to cancel them and say all this stuff about them. Because it was the same thing with Clinton. A lot of black people like Clinton. A lot of people don't know he pushed forward that 3 strikes you out kind of thing. And he's from Arkansas, of all places.
Yeah. And if the black president wasn't for black people, what makes you think any of these white presidents are for us?
Yeah, this it's a whole nother struggle for a whole nother time. But moving on from Biden. What else has been going on? Donald Trump done reopened churches. I wish he was talking about churches chicken.
Strip clubs and bars.
Because I got a taste of some jalapeno bombers now from churches.
Yeah.
Jalapeno bombers. And I've been craving wings.
Is that the, like, where they're like breaded jalapenos with the cheese
they're like
in
diced
it?
jalapenos with cheddar cheese and they deep fry. Oh, they are so good. And then I get some jalapeno cheddar sauce and to make it extra hot. And just, oh, God. I wish
you dip the jalapeno bomber in jalapeno cheese.
That is so good.
Man, you should come out with like a Dre Day recipe book or something.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I already got videos of what
You
you
had the
cooking.
nachos and it,
Right.
Yeah.
But which reminds me, was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. Can they hear that? Because they are loud.
Nah.
Okay, cool. But yesterday or the day before yesterday, I had went to Buffalo Wild Wings and Rings over there off Lamar. And because God knows I wanted some buffalo wings so bad. And it was like midnight.
Dang.
It was like midnight. I had just got off work and I was like, I want some. And they are still open, thank God. And so I went there and I was like, let me get the 12-piece with the hot buffalo. She was like, do you want ranch or blue cheese? Neither. I just want the hotness. I wanted, but I like hot food. And then I was like, well, I want some fries, but I don't want to pay extra for fries, so I'm going to buy a burger. Because it comes with the fries. The burger was like an add-on. But I think it was like a blue cheeseburger, which was kind of nasty. I like blue cheese, but when it was on that burger, it was just nasty, but I ate it anyway. But those wings was just fire. So please go to... Oh, what was I talking... Trump opened up churches. I didn't forget. So... the other day, I'm listening to the news on my phone because I stopped turning my TV on. But I was on my phone, and for some stupid reason, pastors had written letters to Trump and was like, church is essential, which it ain't. And, you need to reopen them. And Trump said, we're going to reopen the churches because people need to worship and all this other foolishness. And I could have sworn, the way I was brought up in the church, it was you can have church anywhere and everywhere. And then I'm trying to figure out what is he reopening, because as far as I can tell, when it comes to people's church services, they have always been open. Either they're meeting in a parking lot or they limit the amount of people who are coming in and sit in the congregation. But they've always been open. Even my home church back in Little Rock, Scope Ministries, how y'all doing? Scope Ministries, they started doing YouTube to where the pastor and the deacons are, in the pulpit or whatever, and then they're streaming their services on YouTube, and then doing Bible study on YouTube, and doing Wednesday Bible study, Sunday school, all that stuff on YouTube. And then I knew this one girl I know who's Hispanic. Of course, she goes to a Mexican church, but they're having their services in the parking lot. The band is in the parking lot, pastor in the parking lot, and everybody's sitting in their car with their windows and doors open, trying to listen. So what church is just completely closed? And since when church was essential? Can y'all answer me that? Riddle me this, Batman. Like, for real. Because to me, church is, you can worship and praise whoever you want to anywhere. Even the Muslims, they be at work, in prison, wherever you can find one. They will stop wherever they are to pray to whatever, to Mecca or whoever. So I don't get why. I think this was just a ploy, just to be doing something. Because them politicians really don't be doing anything, and Trump for damn sure don't do nothing, because they caught him. They went to the golf course the other day. So I think this is just to appear as if you're Christ-like or you're a Christian, just to appeal to people in church. That was it. There's really no significance or importance on opening churches, where you can have church literally any and everywhere. What was the point of actually opening the building? Money. Mm-hmm. Because some people, especially when it comes to old people, maybe they don't have Cash App to where they can Cash App they pastor or PayPal they pastor. When people are donating, they are at church. They are in church, and when that collection plate comes around, I remember I went to a church where the collection plate went around like 3 or 4 times. I was like, this is the last time I'm coming to this church, because I only brought $2.
I went to a church, they had a collection plate song. Like, yeah, whenever it was collection time, they sang a certain song.
What was the song?
I don't know how it went, but it was just the collection song.
Right. Well, we had one too, but I grew up in a small church, not these mega churches that Dallas got. I went to a really small church where there was like 5 families that started the church.
Yeah, I don't want to go to a church where you got to pay for a membership.
No, the church got an ATM. No, I
Right.
don't want. No, but yeah, it's all about money, so that the people can actually come into the congregation and actually give their donations personally. I mean, that's really it.
I went to a church that had a Subway in it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, I went to. I think it was either IBOC. I think it's IBOC. They got a fish tank.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell does a fish tank got to do with praising God?
And then some of these churches, even like the big black churches, they be like near the hood, you know, where the community look like trash, you
Right.
know, but they got all these millions of dollars and
But the church looks phenomenal.
yeah. Why come the pastor got to drive a nice car? you
Right?
know?
Don't ask no questions. I don't get it. I really don't. But child, what else been going on? I didn't realize how fast I was talking. Might have to go to a commercial break. But